Failure, it's the one thing that we all have in common. No matter who you are, where you're from, or what you believe in, failure is something that we all experience. We've all messed up at some point in our lives. But what really sets people apart is not their track record, but rather how they bounce back from those failures. Think about it. You could have 99 failures and one success and be remembered for that one success. Or you could have 99 successes and one failure and be destroyed because of that one failure. So in this video, we're going to talk about how to transform your failures into your greatest strengths. Welcome to the channel. Let's begin. Step number 1, get angry. When you first fail at something, it can be very difficult to deal with. At that moment, you might think that you're worthless or that there's no hope for you. Maybe you feel like giving up. But you need to remember that anger can be used as a fuel. If you get angry and you use that anger to motivate yourself, you can turn that failure around and make it your greatest strength. For example, if someone made fun of you or treated you poorly when you were younger, you might feel angry. But if you channel that anger in a positive way, you can use it to succeed and make them regret how they treated you. Or maybe you're mad at your country. Maybe your country isn't doing enough to help the poor. Or maybe they're waging war against other countries. Whatever it is that makes you angry, if you can channel that anger into a positive force, you can use it to change the world for the better. How do you actually channel your anger into a positive force? Well, the first step is to get angry. Don't try to suppress it or pretend like you're not angry. The second step is to find a physical outlet for that anger. Go for a run, hit the gym, or play a sport. This will help you to physically release that anger so that you can move forward. And the third step is to forgive. This doesn't mean that you condone what was done to you. It just means that you let go of the negative emotions associated with that event so that you can focus on moving forward. Step 2, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Did you know that every single choice that you make in life is either going to lead you towards the pain of discipline or the pain of regret? Every time you choose to watch another episode instead of working on your side hustle, you're choosing the pain of regret. Every time you choose to eat healthy instead of junk food, you're choosing the pain of discipline. Every time you choose to work out instead of playing video games, you're choosing the pain of discipline. Every time you choose to ignore your friends when they ask you to do something stupid, you're choosing the pain of discipline. Every time you choose to work on your weaknesses instead of your strengths, you're choosing the pain of discipline. Every time you choose to improve your craft instead of being complacent, you're choosing the pain of discipline. So now I want you to make a list of all the things that you don't want to be doing. These are the things that are leading you to the pain of regret. For example, watching too much TV, eating junk food, playing video games, hanging out with toxic friends, improving your weaknesses, complacency, and the list goes on. Now, next to each item on the list, write down the reasons why you shouldn't be doing that thing. For example, watching too much TV can make me lazy and unmotivated. Eating junk food can make me unhealthy and fat. Playing video games can waste my time and improve my weaknesses. Hanging out with toxic friends can bring me down and make me depressed. Then ask yourself, which pain would you rather experience? The pain of discipline or the pain of regret? And then choose the pain of discipline. Step 3, use the 24-hour rule. There's an old saying that goes, if it's not a hell yes, then it's a hell no. What this means is that if you're not 100% sure about something, then you should probably just say no. You should only commit to things that you're excited about. But sometimes in life, things come up that you may not be 100% sure about, but you still have to make a decision. In situations like these, I use what's called the 24-hour rule. The 20 rule is simple. If you're not sure what to do, then wait 24 hours and then make a decision. If it's still bothering you after 24 hours, then it's probably something that you need to pay attention to. For example, let's say that your friend asks you to do something that you're not 100% sure about. Instead of making a decision right away, tell your friend that you need 24 hours to think about it. This will give you time to weigh the pros and cons and make the best decision for you. Or let's say that you're trying to decide on what career path to take. Instead of stressing out and trying to make a decision right away, use the 24-hour rule. Wait 24 hours and then see how you feel. If it's still bothering you after 24 hours, then it's probably something that you need to pay attention to. Step 4. Be honest with yourself. There's a quote that says, "The first casualty of war is truth." This is so true. In war, the first thing that gets destroyed is the truth. This is why it's so important to be honest with yourself. If you're not honest with yourself, you'll never be able to achieve your goals. Why? Because the mind is a powerful tool. If you fill your mind with lies, your mind will believe those lies and you'll end up creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. For example, let's say that you're trying to lose weight, but every time you look in the mirror, you tell yourself, "I'm too fat. I'll never be able to lose weight. Everyone hates the way I look." What do you think is going to happen? You're going to give up before you even get started. Why? Because your mind believes those statements to be true. On the other hand, if you're honest with yourself, your mind will believe those statements to be true and you'll be more likely to achieve your goals. Here's an example of someone being honest with themselves. "I'm overweight and I need to lose some weight. I can do this by eating healthy and working out. I'm not happy with the way I look and I want to change that." Do you see the difference? Being honest with yourself is crucial for achieving your goals. If you're not honest with yourself, you'll never be able to achieve your goals. And finally, step 5, control your emotions. Emotions are like a double-edged sword. They can either be a great thing or a terrible thing, depending on how you use them. When you're feeling down, it's easy to let your emotions get the best of you. Maybe you start to think negatively about yourself. Maybe you start to feel sorry for yourself. Maybe you start to give up on your dreams. But this is when you need to be strong. This is when you need to control your emotions and push through. To control your emotions, you need to first become aware of them. You need to understand how you're feeling and why you're feeling that way. Once you understand your emotions, you can start to control them. You can start to make positive choices even when you don't feel like it. This is the only way to truly be in control of your emotions. One way to become more aware of your emotions is to keep a journal. Write down how you're feeling and why you're feeling that way. This will help you to identify patterns and triggers so that you can better manage your emotions. Another way to become more aware of your emotions is to meditate. Meditation will help you to calm your mind and focus on the present moment. This will make it easier to identify and control your emotions. We've all experienced failure in our lives, but it's what we do next that determines whether we succeed or fail. Follow these 5 steps and you'll be well on your way to bouncing back from failure and achieving success. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please leave us a comment below. We would love to hear what you think. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. We would love to have you join our family.